Welcome to NJIT Math Podcast today. My name is Tao Ling and I will try to show you how to factor a perfect square trinomial. Sounds cool, right? Alright, now what is a perfect square trinomial? Well, um, let me remind you of the perfect square formula, which is a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus b 2ab plus b squared, right? And a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So, factoring a perfect square polynomial is simply utilizing this this formula and then um, find out a simple way to factor a particular type of polynomial. Okay, so now let's look at examples. So it's the first example is x squared plus 10x plus 25. Okay. So we have to somehow recognize that this is a form that is a perfect square. So if we can identify this formula here as similar to that, then we might be able to use this formula 1 here in our factoring. So okay, but how do we do that? Well, look, look at the formula. We have a squared, right? This might be corresponds to x squared. So let's test that. If if that's the case, then our x will be a, right? So if x will be a, then 25 will be b squared. Okay. If 25 is b squared, well, we know that 25 is 5 squared, right? So if 25 is b squared, then b should equal to 5, right? So that means b is equal to 5. So if x is a, if a is x, b is 5, is 10x 2ab. Well, let's try. What's 2ab? 2ab is equal to 2 times x times 5. So this gives us 2 times 5 is 10x. Okay? So if this is 10x, guess what? It's the same as that. That means this equation here exactly satisfies this form, a squared plus 2ab plus b. Well, this will mean then we can use this formula here. This whole thing is equal to a plus b squared. Well, we know that a is equal to x, b is equal to 5, so it's x plus 5 squared. And that's the answer. Okay? So, let's recap that. If you can recognize this equation here in the form of a perfect square, that means you can identify which one is a, which one is b. Then you can apply the formula directly and then factor it out. Become x squared plus 5. Okay? Now let's try another example. Let me erase this first. Another example would be 16x squared minus 8x plus 1. Okay? So one trick is that you always look at the highest power term, which is x squared, and the lowest power term. Those two are usually a squared and b squared. Okay? So let's take a look. If 16x squared is a squared, then a should equal to square root of that. So square root of 16 is 4. Square root of x squared is simply x. So a should be 4x. Well, if b squared is equal to 1, then b should equal to what? B should equal to 1, right? Okay, now, well, one thing we do have to notice is that in this equation we have 16x squared minus 8x, okay? So that means which formula we have to use? Oh, this formula 2, because this is minus, right? So after we figure out what a and b is, we have to use the negative sign here, okay? Okay, now remember we still have to check if 2ab is equal to 8x. Well, a is 4x, b is 1. 4x times 1 is 4x. ab is 4x times 2 gives you 8x, okay? So this is equal to 8x. So that means this also exactly satisfies formula 2. And that will mean our a is 4x, b is 1, and now the answer will be 4x minus 1 squared. Okay, that's good. This is the answer. So that's it. And just try to do more practice, and then you'll get. So try to memorize this two formula and do more practice, and you'll know what to do. Okay, thank you for watching and have a great day.